Welcome back to Downstairs and Dragons, where we play D&D in our basement, as per tradition. Of course, you know, you can play wherever you want, with whoever you want, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm excited to get back into it. Let's see our little psychopaths that we got over here. Dieter playing Kieran, Josh playing Ixildor, and Adler playing Phlebotomist. You guys starting to feel guilty yet about your prisoners in your dirt dungeon?
A little bit.
Pretty proud, actually.
Yeah, we did a good job.
We got the Lich Worshipper and the Devil Worshipper up in the hat.
Up in the hat?
Up in the hat.
People are going to think it's a store or like a bar. We're going to go
The
up in the
hat.
hat.
Up in the hat.
We could put a tavern in the hat.
I don't want a tavern in my hat. There's drunks in there.
It would just be us.
What if someone barfs out of the hat and onto my head?
Why would you have the hat
Phlebotomist.
portal open while you had it on your
The
head?
portal is only open while the hat is off your head.
Kieran would find a way.
You're gonna put Kieran in the hat by himself?
All the
For
more
an extended period of
That
time.
already happened.
An extended period
all
of
the
time.
more reason not to have a bar in my hat.
I was in there for 3 hours.
You were in there for 3 minutes. It just felt like 3 hours.
It was really
If I'm
boring
putting
up there.
anything in my hat, I'm putting a flop house in there.
I don't know what that is.
It's like it's got the bunk beds and we go in there and we sleep in it. You sleep off your hangover.
What about a wet bar?
No. I don't know what that is. Is that like a regular bar?
It's like a bar, but you you make it damp, right? Is that how that goes? I don't know. I heard it somewhere.
Well, there's the
I don't
Marion
know.
in there, so it's probably pretty damp already.
So there's already a wet.
I guess you could say that.
I'm going back to bed now.
Good night.
Good
Who
night.
goes back to bed? Kieran, your watch is actually... Well, you guys have to start over. Kieran, will you redo your watch, please?
Someone ruined our watch.
Alright. Was that perception?
Yeah.
Oh. 25.
Nothing happens. I got distracted.
Alright, let's see, which one of these two should I wake up? Phlebotomist.
Phlebotomist, you have to squeeze behind a machine and tap it.
Wait.
What?
Wake up.
Hi, I'm
Wake
up.
up, wake
I'm up. What?
See your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay. So I'm gonna wait for Kieran to go meditate,
Okay.
and once he's done that, I'm gonna have Blood Junior do my watch for me, and I'm gonna go back to sleep. So.
Okay. Roll his perception. He's just like zooming around the room. And his organ is still busted open.
He's just leaking everywhere. 23.
He doesn't sense anything.
Okay.
He has just been looking at random stuff and drooling and...
Okay, he's gonna drool very close to Ixildor's face to wake him up.
You see the little naked bat-looking thing flutter off. And he goes and sits.
Oh, make more noise, we don't you?
Why are you so good at role-playing that? Oh, fuck. So good.
Took some back muscles.
Dieter
Or is
playing
that the
Kieran
laughing?
and Blood Jr.
Oh,
Okay.
multi-talented individual.
A man of many faces.
Ixildor, you woke up and there's an acid burn in the stone next to you.
Mel Blanc, eat your fucking dead heart out.
Nothing new. Anyway.
You get up and you squeeze out of your little... Well, you just look... Yeah, perception. Whatever you do in your corner.
19.
Stop! Nothing happened. Oh.
Little performance anxiety.
But Junior was watching.
I'll do it.
Oh my god. finishes up and Kieran gets to do the last watch. Make her roll. Kieran, make her roll.
Yeah, hold on.
Just take your right hand and roll a die. Your right hand is literally doing nothing.
Left hand.
Why?
To grab the die. I put it in my right hand.
And so,
25
Go ahead.
again.
I just want to say Blood Jr. is just staring at Kieran this entire time while he's doing his watch, just unblinking.
I really want to sting that little cunt.
Well,
I don't hate him. I just think it would be funny.
He doesn't blink, but like his tongue goes up to lick his eyeball
Oh, I love that!
to moisten.
He's so cute. I love him. He's so ugly.
He's horrible.
Stop! Don't. That's gonna make me throw up. I'm gonna throw up.
That little weirdo wasn't so useful. I don't think I would want him around.
He's my beautiful cursed
Gnome
son.
son.
He's like a puke elemental.
And I don't think I would want Blood Jr. around either.
Okay, Kieran. Okay, you guys all, you don't know if it's daytime, you have no idea, but you feel rested and you guys wake up slowly and start meandering about eating your rations, or?
Do we have anybody have any rations?
You
or you
should.
need me to cast good berry?
We're probably running low.
Even if you were eating rations every day, you should still have 7 left each.
Alright.
But I don't even think you've been eating them.
No, good berry.
I mean, yesterday we had a good berry, but I think we're going to run into something a little tougher than a jelly lady.
Well, worst things.
Okay, do we want to take care of the people in the hat?
Oh!
We should probably handle them one at a time.
You know what? It's only been a day. They'll be fine.
Well,
The Nereid might need water.
Well, I'm gonna say if we ever run low on food, we got some stuff in the hat.
well, this thing I can do lasts for 10 minutes, and it does require a bit of more powerful magic.
What are you talking about?
Are we going to interrogate the 2 people in the hat?
I think
Not
we got
the same
everything
time.
out of the doppelganger.
I don't quite see why we would keep the doppelganger around, except it's...
Well, we're going to sell him to a wizard.
Is this what we intend on doing, Isildur?
Selling monsters.
I mean, it's
to-
either that or kill him.
Let him go?
No.
Why?
He's evil.
It is quite realistic that he'll leave this place and go find some innocent travelers or peasants and kill them and assume their identities.
If he was trying to impersonate a lich, that means there's a lich up there that needs dealt with as well. Maybe we should get some information about it.
I mean, does it really seem like our business at this juncture? There's lots of things out there that are dangerous. We can't go around.
There's no such thing
gallivanting
as
about-
too much information. Shut
Yeah,
up.
but I'm thinking we probably don't need to interrogate him at the moment.
I mean, if this lich is in...
The Nereid, however, we should interrogate.
Alright, we'll bring the Nereid down.
I feel like we should wait for her to be a little less fucked up about everything.
Well, I think
Give her a
being
little bit.
without water and tied in a dark room with nobody but a doppelganger for company is going to make her a bit sore.
I guess.
It's only been about 8 hours. All of which she probably hasn't slept.
I suppose.
But she was unconscious, though.
Okay, well, let's...
For only about 4 hours of it,
Alright, climb on into my hat if you
at
want.
most.
Alright. Oh, let's go in the hat.
You guys climb up into the hat. I don't have... I'm dumb. Why didn't I think of looking up a picture of dirt? I just didn't think about it. I'm like, I got all these different backgrounds,
Just
all
get
these different
a
rooms.
just get a Minecraft background. A fucking Minecraft dirt wallpaper.
I can't use that, but that's a good idea. I don't hate it. Not that one. There you go. Your
Just dark.
pitch black hat. There you go.
Alright, who needs a drink of water? Not you, doppelganger. You can go thirsty for a little while
Thank
longer.
you, everyone, for all your not you help in this dungeon. Like, I love that meme. Okay. I don't need anything from you anyway.
Oh, good, because you weren't getting it.
Okay, you weren't getting it. Sorry, it's
Who's-
been a long night.
Who said Who said you could talk? You're at kicking height, mister. Keep your jaw shut or I'll break it. Make it gum my toes. I haven't taken these boots off in days. Anyway. Fuck, what was the name of his name?
Depends. Which name do you want to use?
The older one.
Das ist das.
Das ist Otz.
Does she still have her crossbow bolt in her face?
Yes.
I'm gonna take my crossbow bolt back.
Oh my gosh. She can't touch it. You see her lean forward like she wants to, and her hair drips over her face.
Hi!
You're gonna tell us what I want to know, or I'm going to feed you water through that hole in your head. I'm not talking about your mouth.
What do you want to know?
The full name of this enemy that you mentioned before.
I may have babbled it a bit. I'm not good at Draconic. Carcinogelos Magnificanar.
That was, what, half of it?
That's his name.
Oh. What is he?
He was a dragon.
What is he?
I guess you could call him a white?
I'll start drinking water.
A white.
A white dragon.
I know. It
So-
was very hard to ask people about that ahead of time when I was looking up stats.
Doesn't feel cold down here.
No, I think the undead white.
You know,
Like the one that was...
like Agatha.
I wasn't going to say her name, but...
Never met her, actually, so.
I mean, you won't know.
Well, the only person that cared about Agatha that we ever really got to know is not here, so you're not going to get any satisfaction torturing us
No,
about
my
it.
father cared very much about Agatha.
Why is that?
Well, she offended him.
Oh? Why did he have a big nose? I bet he had a big nose.
Our first
big
attempt
pimple.
at taking this place, she was able to batter a few of his champions away. And so he found something that wanted to enact vengeance on her, rose it as a white, and it took care of her for good. And then we
Just like we're going to take care of you for good.
I bet I could get a wizard to get you permanently stuck in one of these bottles. Then I could just drink you the rest of my life.
You know, Agatha didn't kill me when she had the chance. She might have been more righteous and holy than you.
Or foolish and naive.
She was much stronger than you.
Neither of us...
What's the scale of comparison here? If she could beat you and we beat you.
If on a scale from 1 to 10 you are a 5, she was a 10.
What am I? What am I?
A 5.
Oh, I'm a 5 too?
More like a 2-5.
Oh.
It's the height.
But that was just with her religious nature. She could outhunt any ranger.
That makes sense.
Unfortunately, we couldn't trust bringing her soul back, so we put the soul of something else in her body.
Soul of what?
Oh, some shadow thing. Whatever whites are made of on the inside.
Yes.
So,
Where is her soul now? Is that relevant?
I don't know.
I imagine in the ether.
whatever afterlife she decided to go to. Alright, well, we figured out Agatha's dead.
Was there anything we were hoping to get from her? I mean, this Nariad here.
I mean,
What, how large is the dragon?
I don't know.
Oh, yes you do.
I mean, how do you compare something ginormous to something humongous?
Ginormous is bigger than humongous, I would say.
I don't know. What, do you want me to build you a building the same size as the dragon?
Is it like the size of a horse, the size of an ox, the size of a wagon, the size of a house? You can make comparisons, right? I know you got water in your fucking head, but at least use some brains.
You know, we killed a dragon before.
Killed a couple dragons, actually, haven't we?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I feel like he was a bit bigger than a horse, but since so many chunks of his body have fallen out, you could take his body parts and build a horse. But he's taking up more space than that, if that's what you're looking for.
Alright.
Is he particularly reasonable? What
Sounds about the same size of that black dragon that we killed.
Yeah. What does he want exactly? Can he be reasoned with? What's he up to?
Is it intelligent?
He was perfect for Zotzilaha's goals
Probably mindless.
of ending Agatha. He also wanted to end Agatha. Well, typically a revenant may disappear when they've beat their end. The white is different. This white keeps this land free of Agatha and all those like her.
It's done a bit of a shit job of keeping me away then, isn't it?
It's only been a couple days. There's plenty of time left to end your life. I'm not threatening you. I'm just saying that's exactly what he would think.
Are you sure? Because it sounds an awful lot like you're threatening me, and I don't take kindly to it.
I really didn't care whether you died here or left. I'm just waiting for time to pass.
Well,
You're gonna be waiting a very, very long time if we die and that portal never opens again. You're about 600 feet underground. Tied up and buried.
Quite possibly not on the material plane anymore.
So enough with the attitude. You're a prisoner. Act like it.
You're forgetting that my father always knows where I am and will find me.
A devil caring?
He cares about himself and I am part of him.
No. You're a possession.
Which means I would need to be retrieved. And if you are to offend this god, believe him.
Devil Lord.
He will come after you.
He's a Devil Lord. He's not going to come for you or after us. He might send a lackey to try and assassinate us. Maybe a cult. A bunch of babbling idiots.
This is coming from people who worship gods they can't see.
I don't worship a god.
That one does.
Sure.
Your gods don't come down and speak with you, walk with you, spend time with you.
Well, they did.
That's true, they did.
My god does. Makes him much more impressive.
Much less of a god. More of a wannabe.
Could something less than a god manipulate the high elven magic into a corrupted mythal?
Anything
Possibly.
close enough.
They used to make arcane mythals.
Those are fake mythals.
If you take a bunch of fucking mushrooms and mix them into a loaf of bread, they're gonna turn the bread into more mushrooms. Anything requires upkeep. That's nothing to
Let's get back to the point at hand, shall we? Is there any more information we need out of this bitch?
Is the dragon white? The white dragon intelligent?
Yes.
How intelligent?
Enough to trap you down here by closing all the exits.
So not very intelligent. I mean, that's just basic tactics. Is that really it?
Well, I mean, half his brain is rotten.
Point.
Well, undead. Well, it doesn't really matter.
There are undead that can be conniving.
I mean, he's not the same as a true green dragon. If he was, he'd be sitting outside of HRIVE TOINA.
There's a green dragon and a white
Undead
dragon.
green dragon.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
See, I still have information that's valuable to you.
And at that point, I will cast Zone of Truth.
Oh no. I just realized something.
Where is Amolida?
South.
South where?
On the material plane.
She went south. She went south. Don't I have to roll something?
Oh.
Wisdom. I failed. I know, because you guys cast this and he
It's a
gets heroes.
charisma saving throw.
Well, I still would have failed. It was really low.
Insight. Just to make sure. That's cocked. Alright. Insight. Alright. 15.
She knows that she's under your spell as well. And you can see that she just said the truth and she's thinking about it. And all it is to the south.
Why did she go south?
Because everyone left. It was dangerous here. And Zotzilla was coming.
She
left.
knew.
They sensed him. But she left before Zotzilla arrived.
So there were multiple devils.
What do you mean?
Do you remember that thing Quilla said?
What's that?
Something about devils.
There was.
She seemed to remember the same event you...
Was it devils or demons? There's a difference.
There's a difference, but do you think a child would know the difference?
There was never multiple. It was just Zotzilla and his zombies.
Miss Drano was in the past attacked by demons.
Miss Drano, where Agatha's from?
Was I talking to you?
Oh, she may be onto something. What do you know of Miss Drenor and Agatha?
I know Agatha was brought here as a small child after her family was slaughtered by demons.
There's some overlap there.
Well, that coincides with the history I've been taught.
Hold on.
I don't believe I was around
Wait,
when the demons
what-
attacked the first time.
What did you ask earlier? What happened to her soul? I'd like to make a religion check.
Yeah, do some religion checks, please.
Oh boy.
14.
21.
10? Oh, 21.
Yeah.
Oh, hey! There you go, short stack!
I don't actually know what happens to gnome souls, but you know elven souls reincarnate? That's common knowledge. But Agatha was a half-elf, so you can't be 100% sure.
So, she half reincarnated. It might explain the fucked up memories. You ever get memories of past lives when you dream? You're a half elf.
Yeah, not typically.
Yeah.
I mean, I get night terrors occasionally, but that's probably from something else.
We'll put a pin on that. Is it from seeing your uncle fuck squirrels too many times?
Part of it.
I wasn't going to say that, but I thought to.
Anyway, that's something to think about. Alright, more about the
I
dragon.
try not to.
Where does the,
Outside of game, I'm super not okay with people raping animals.
No.
So can we just say Ixildor's been exaggerating that and that's like a family joke or something? Because I'm really getting really disturbed thinking about it.
There's no way you could physically do that anyway.
It's not possible.
No, so it just makes me want to cry.
mental image is not great.
No, it's not. So I'm gonna say we'll come up with some. You guys know he's just okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in game.
Alright, so.
Where does the dragon make its lair?
That's a good question. He usually is at the top of the remaining temple where he slayed Agatha.
little bubbles and treasures that you got in your little puddle?
Nothing. Oh, shit. She's under the spell. She says nothing.
You know, nothing is still something.
You want to kick her in the teeth, or should I?
Do you have any treasures at all?
Well, since I'm not quite the holy man that she thought I was, I think you should do it.
Alright. I'll take my boot off.
I don't see the point in kicking her when she's in the whole truth bubble here.
Well, no, I'm not going to kick her. I'm going to smear my nasty feet all over her face.
Go fully ahead.
That arrow wound looks horrible.
Oh, don't put your foot there. That's gross.
Do you think that would get infected?
It's not treasure.
What you got?
A pet.
What kind of pet?
A fish.
What kind of fish are you, a horrible devil worshipper, keeping?
Tamoa is an eel.
Okay. What kind of eel?
A lightning eel.
A lightning eel. Is that similar to an electric eel?
No.
Okay.
Lightning eels are giant.
Okay.
Very big.
That is different. Yes, that's different. So, I suppose, maybe she wouldn't mind if we grilled it up and served it with some rice.
No.
No?
No more holding your tongue then.
What else you got in the puddle?
Just Tamoa.
And?
Just Tamoa.
That's it.
Alright.
She's telling the
gems,
truth.
The gems that you gave me.
Oh, that's fair.
But I don't really keep the material items.
I think we'll take those back as they were a good faith gift to a liar. She doesn't deserve them.
No, not at all.
What more do you want?
What more do you have?
You did say you had more useful information. What are you withholding?
I know a lot.
Yes.
What do you want to know? I know
Stop speaking.
too much.
You better start making it worth my while.
Alright, so what do you do at the pillar?
I just make sure it doesn't fall in the pot.
What was your connection to Deep Shasalis?
The Deep Shasalis worshippers brought me in while they were looking for more pillars and for sacred salt water to bring to their temple.
Why'd you go with them? Daddy's orders.
I didn't have anything in the ocean other than my worship. I needed something to be able to give him.
So, this is a bit of a long shot, but what's up with Quella? Any idea what's going on there?
All I know, you told me you have a friend in HRIVE TOINA in a coma who is the adopted daughter of Agatha. No, I don't know what's going on with her. Have you been anywhere else where she could have become sick?
I mean, this place seems pretty connected to her. Especially to Agatha, given the whole sort of thing you got going on there.
Agatha never fell into a coma of any kind, so I'm guessing you took Quella someplace different than wherever Agatha had been? Did you go anywhere else with poisons, or live in any towns with sick water, or...
Maybe poisons?
Where else did you go?
When did she start feeling sick?
We noticed the fractured soul when we were in Cowabunga.
But that wasn't a sickness, really. I mean...
I'm pretty sure it has...
It was the cause, sure, but it's not the symptoms.
Poisons.
Where did you meet Quella?
On the road.
In Oakhurst.
Oakhurst. And there was that vampire castle ruins.
What? A vampire? In these parts?
You would get excited about that, wouldn't you?
Well, you already killed my other vampiric friend.
Oh, this one's been long dead.
What do you know of a tree? A blighted tree that may have taken root in this area.
Oh. Is the vampire castle where the tree came from?
Don't answer my question with another question.
I mean, yes, it is, but...
Yes, I know of your tree.
Where is it?
At the top of the temple with the dragon.
Oh, okay. You know...
How did it get here?
It walked here
The tree walked here.
on a twig. It was an apple being carried by a twig. A twig blight. The twig blight perished shortly upon arriving in the area, and I retrieved the apple and planted it in the temple of Relent.
Of course you
I'm
did.
going to kill her now.
No!
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just doing it.
Hold on. She's just
You're going to have to stop me.
Well, I'm just going to put my hand on your
No,
shoulder
I'm
and
attacking.
grab and pull you back. Nope.
16.
I'm grappling you.
Okay, go ahead, try it.
60.
Alright, 19.
Okay, so I'll make an opposed grapple check. Natural 20.
Oh.
Okay, so you hit her with your halberd. Are you trying to cut her head off?
Yes.
Okay.
Just sever it from her body.
Damage, please.
11 slashing, 2 acid.
She hasn't realistically been able to heal. So you slice her throat open, and she's gonna have to do some death saves while she bleeds out.
I'm just gonna go ahead and grab her hair and just start yanking her in different directions until her head just pops off.
Oh my god! Roll athletics!
Before you can do that,
Okay.
Oh
I'm going to say, Ixildor, you're a paladin, you cannot kill a prisoner like this. You'll lose your favor with your god.
Make persuasion check.
my god! Your hand wet in her hair.
Three.
No.
I'm pretty sure you've killed an NPC this aggressively before.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright.
As you see in slow motion, the water of her wound separate her head from her body. You feel all of the air in your lungs leave. You can't breathe, you're gasping for air. But it only lasts for a second. You guys see Ixildor fall to his knees and hands trying to gasp for air, as air suddenly then fills your lungs again, but the world feels less colorful and more gray.
You good?
She got what she deserved.
Well, looks like you got what you deserve too.
Get out of the hat.
You guys see Ixildor leave the hat, and he comes to, and you're in the really big room with all the machinery. The two of you are left in the dirt room.
Alright, doppelganger, you just saw a murder. That's what we're made of. You cooperate, you play nice, you get to stay alive. I'll come in and I'll feed you and I'll give you water. You fuck around, you'll find out. I'll drop down the hole.
He actually genuinely looks scared. And he doesn't say anything.
I'm gonna give him a nervous little wave, and I'm gonna hop down.
Okay. Cute. And then you leave. And then, okay. You guys are standing in the really big brick room. Let me bring the brick back. Wow!
That
Alright,
was
Ixildor.
intense.
I have a hangnail. Can you make it better with your land?
Oh, come off it!
Do it. Can you? Can you?
I will use lay on hands.
I want you to roll persuasion.
Really? Because even an Oathbreaker still has paladinic abilities.
I know.
17.
You are able to push the magic out.
You're struggling there.
It's not your concern.
You have a picture in your head. It's like a chalkboard, and you see there's already a tick mark drawn, and another is drawn, and you snap back to reality.
I'm so tired of the things I care about being taken away from me. My faith is all I have left.
Well, don't throw it away just because you're being spoken rudely to by a mostly buried and bound prisoner. You lose your abilities, you lose your worth when we're stuck, buried, underground.
And you'll want to talk.
Now, guys,
I
listen.
didn't kill her.
Listen.
Who wants an axe? You want to talk about that?
Sure.
Let's talk about who wanted the fucking axe.
I suggested we pick it up and I'd, sit, listen to it, see if I could figure out what its
Guys.
magical abilities were.
That
was your idea, right?
This isn't a good place for this. Look, we're all stressed. We're all underground. We're all facing some very hard times. Why don't we just take a breather? Remember, we're all on the same side here. Let's just try to move forward and deal with things once we get back to the surface. Is that okay? Is that okay with you guys?
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, I think that's something we can all agree on. You gotta watch yourself. I guess, don't go losing your head and attacking us. Or the crayfish. Or the hermit crab. I suppose anything else is fair game, though.
I'm just walking away.
Do you guys want to go to the west where she was headed, to the south where she ran back, or the northeast?
Let's go to the west.
Let's go to the west. I think we went to the south. There wasn't much there.
There was a long hallway, and you guys passed a single door there. And that's it. But I didn't dwell on that because it was just a doorway that was
During a
closed.
chase scene, yeah.
Oh, this is a monster manual. That's not what I wanted. You guys are going to the west. I have to dig my map out. Okay, you're in another tunnel. You guys walk down a long tunnel, and it's very quiet as you hear your footsteps pitter-patter on the dirt as you're all grumpy and reeling from an argument.
We're probably going to have to fight the dragon and the tree at the same time. So, another long rest and I can get another flaming sphere ready. You can get one too, right?
I can.
We can double flaming sphere the tree. The dragon, I'm a bit more concerned with. Your vines, your shiny vines.
Alright.
Is that tough to get out of?
Relatively.
You think it would pin down an undead dragon?
It's possible. Even if it slowed it down for a small period of time.
Do you think you could make holy water?
Only a little bit a day.
Yeah, and it costs me gold to do so.
Okay.
And I'm not even sure if that's possible down here.
No, that's true.
You guys go down a long winding hallway that gets more bluish and more limey as you go. Eventually you come to a big bronze doorway. And through the doorway,
I know that door. We're going in circles.
you can hear dripping.
Let me take an ear and press it up to the door. 13.
It just sounds like it's a very wet, echoey room.
I'm gonna check for traps on the door.
I'll step back.
That's a 7.
There are no traps on the door. It looks like the doors open inward. You can push them.
I'm gonna push the door open.
Okay. I have several things I have to put up. This is the room. You guys are at the top.
Oh, well, aren't you?
That's bad.
In the center of
grotesque.
the room is a withered tree that looks like a leafless willow, rooted in a terrace depression. The bottom of this willow is filled with oily water a few inches deep. Across the room, beyond the dead tree, is another door. Around the side of the room is a 5-foot wide ledge encircling the tree. The walls of the room are beaded with condensation and goopy with lime.
Do we want to go in, fellas?
Well, the tree looks dead. I wonder if there's a little bit of life left into it.
Do you just want to roll nature to try to determine what it is?
No, I want to roll nature to try and determine what the goop is.
Lime, I said lime.
In the water? The oil?
Oh.
Oily looking stuff?
It's just whatever gross oil is coming off the skin of this creature.
Creature.
No, yeah, go ahead and roll nature.
I rolled nature for the tree.
Oh god.
It's gonna be 19.
8.
17?
Okay. You think that the oil in the water might have been something that the Nereid used to keep this thing healthy and alive. Alive.
Healthy.
It basically just keeps it wet and moist. The oil just helps keep the moisture in. Phlebotomist, this isn't a tree. It looks more like something you would find underwater. Like a weird
Coral?
polyp or coral.
This is some sort of disgusting deep sea horror terror.
Alright.
It is not a tree.
Is it a beast? If it's not a plant, is it a beast?
Would I know this?
Well, I mean, you can guess that polyps and corals are. I mean, they're in the animal kingdom. They're not plants.
I mean, I guess it's a living animal sort of thing.
Well,
It's weird to see it not like completely underwater. I'm almost not so sure if we want to go into this room.
Are there any pebbles, rocks, chunks of lime?
This room is kept very, very clean, like it has a keeper.
Well, it
Someone who
doesn't.
comes and keeps the room clean.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Well, let's just move around it and not fuck with it and see if we can get through.
Okay.
And I wonder if this is the pillar that she was talking about. Some deep sea life sacred to Deep Chassalis.
Hold on, I'm checking the reach. If you step 5 feet into this room, suddenly you notice you're being attacked. We're gonna have to roll initiative and I'm gonna have to make a map.
Uh-oh.
Let's try to do this quickly so that we aren't super boring. Hold on, let me count this. It's 8 by 8, technically. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna draw this really fast. Everyone roll your initiatives and tell
Those
me.
4 would be enough, I think.
Yeah, I think they would be 2. But technically it's technically 7 by 8 because there's a ledge on one side. But that's fine. We're close enough.
Brad Strokes.
I'm gonna mark off the ledge with this here. Like this. Aha!
There we go.
Yay! Multi-purpose. Okay, let's turn on the map and pick out our music and get ready for fighting this really gross thing that I actually think is fucking awesome and I really like it. So
Very interesting. Little deep sea tree.
That picture's really good. It's a real spooky sort of thing.
it's in the book. I didn't. That's not.
Oh, that's
Oh.
awesome.
Yeah, isn't it neat?
Very cool artwork. Who's the artist?
Wizards. I don't know. It doesn't say in this one, but usually you're right. Sometimes they list who the artist is. So you guys came in the door. And Blood Junior is here. Okay. You're such a brat. Okay. Who got above 20?
Natural 20.
Really?
Okay.
Who got above a 15?
I got a 19.
16.
Wow, really? Okay, so for bottoms. And then Ixodor. I don't like this music. It's not right. You guys aren't clashing this way. Let's try this.
It picks up swords and starts swinging at us.
Nah, let's do techno.
You hear it shout, "One guard!"
You're Brad.
Nothing personal, kid. Yeah,
This is nice.
So this big creepy tree, who you guys are gonna fucking hate this. Ooh. You guys are actually able to see the tendrils coming and you're able to be active before it is. Kieran.
Oh, alright.
Oh, I need a tree. Oh. So this is why we need like a tree like thing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Tree thing.
We need a
Use
mini-
the throne they used in the last one.
I want to use something cool. Like this one. Bonk.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So Kieran.
Fuck it.
No peeking at my monster boat. No peeking!
I'll catch you later.
Okay, you
Then I'll
can-
get in and I'll club it. I'll roll to hit.
Okay.
Oh. 22.
Hits! You're able to hit it so hard that it actually seems to crack some of the outside hard coral.
10 points of bludgeoning damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 10 points of bludgeoning damage!
And that's it.
Okay, then we have Phlebotomist. Your turn.
I am gonna cast Flaming Spear and ram it into the thing on the opposite side of Kieran. So, like,
Oh yeah. Make it appear.
yeah.
Flaming Sphere is 5x5, right?
Yes.
So you're having it appear back there and then ram
Then
it
just
up
ram into it.
and put it.
So it's gotta make a saving throw, a dexterity save.
I got a natural 1.
Ooh.
There we go.
So it's
Well, it
gonna
makes sense because it doesn't have movement.
take, yeah, right. It's gonna take 2d6 fire damage. So 7 fire damage.
Alright, so you see this thing, the oil that was in the water actually helps this thing burn, not greatly, but otherwise being covered in water, it would actually be very difficult to hurt with fire. So the fire seeps into the white wood of this enemy. Next, it's, what else would you like to do?
I am gonna... I'm gonna move to, like, the far left of the map, just before the ledge.
This left?
Yeah, right there. And then I'm gonna have Blood Junior fly in and spit acid at him.
Fly in and spit acid. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Let's see. 21.
Hits!
Woohoo.
21.
Yes. 21.
Alright, there we go.
4 acid damage.
Can you not? I'm just gonna whap you. Okay. Are you done for Phlebotomist?
Yes, I am done.
Ixildor, it's your turn.
Let's see. Can I move around to a flank with Kieran?
What's your movement again?
I have 30 feet of movement.
10, 20,
Probably not.
30.
I won't quite move that far in your melee range with
You
it.
can reach.
but-
Like this?
Yeah,
He doesn't
right there.
want to.
Oh, okay.
Right there. That's fine. And I'll go ahead and attack it twice. Sure.
Okay. Roll to hit, please. Do we have any pens? Do we have pen on here? I'll just do my pencil.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
It suffers 14 points of slashing damage
Holy fuck!
and 2 points of acid damage. And I'll make a second attack. Dirty 20.
Jeez. What the hell? You guys are beating this tree. Honestly, I just imagine like a bloodborne enemy. Like, just like twitching and writhing when you hit it, and it's just disturbing. You're like, go ahead.
And a 15 slashing.
Makes nasty screeching
And
sounds.
6 acid.
Let me do some counting. 10, 40, 50, 58.
And then with my bonus action, I will make an attack with the butt end of the halberd.
Okay. So Ixalador runs in, down the steps, sideswipes, goes beside Kieran, and just cutting at the base of this tree. And because it's not a tree, you're actually like lopping this thing off its base. Go ahead.
19 to hit.
Does not do damage. You strike, but you don't see any blood or any twitch from the coral at
Okay.
all.
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Thank you, Ixalador. Now it is its turn. Okay.
Does anyone have an axe?
Wow! Inappropriate.
You know who you're talking to, lass.
In all directions. The only one out. Okay. In all of your directions towards you guys, 6 long white tentacles shoot out at you. One of them is a natural 1. That's phlebotomist. Phlebotomist, I also got a
Natural 20.
12.
Oh.
Does 12 hit?
Does not hit.
Next is Ixalador. Ixalador, I got a 10.
Yes.
A natural 20.
Any attacks against me are disadvantaged.
Blurred.
And blurred.
16.
Miss.
They grab at you, but they slide off of the armor, and they get stuck on the ledge, and all around you, they're slapping. And now we have Kieran. Ugh! One of them's definitely missed because it's a 3, but the other one,
Bat it away with my shield.
23.
Of course I get the big one. Of course I get the big one.
The target is wrapped in a white tendril.
I'll bat the easy one away.
You
and
are
the other
now
one wraps around my
restrained,
ankle.
and you have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Oh shit.
And that is the end of its turn. Going to the top of the round with Kieran.
Wait, so if it's the end of its turn, it has to make a dex saving throw.
Oh, and at the start of its turn, it takes 3 points of B damage. Excuse me, 4.
It can't dex save. I mean, technically can't move, but I got a 17.
I mean, that would succeed, so it takes half damage.
Okay.
1 point of fire damage. Look at this.
Thank you.
Well,
Wow.
just snake eyes.
Now do you guys know why I wore tentacles today?
Because we're about to get fucked.
Also just because I love wearing tentacles. Okay.
And it's very, very pretty.
Thank you. Okay,
You're
so
welcome.
next. Kieran, is that everything?
It's now the top of my round.
Yes.
Alright. Danger signal. And I'm gonna get 25 temporary hit points.
Whoa.
That's a nice little bit.
This is green.
I just grunt, which echoes faster and faster. Becomes a buzzing, resonates with the rest of my bees. They're angry.
And it echoes off of every corner of this room. The buzzing is way louder than normal.
And then I'll attack it with my shillelagh.
Okay. You whap it. Maybe, do you want to...
Whap it!
There's a big open gap that's been hashed away by the halberd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just so you know. Go ahead.
To me, it's just a big mass and nasty, so I'm just hitting whatever I can.
Okay, go for it.
But are you restrained?
Yes.
So you're at disadvantage.
Disadvantage, create. 13 and 2 plus 6, so 8. Is that its AC?
It's actually like whipping you around, so you're having trouble hitting, and you wave over its head and down at it, and you're just unfortunately missing several times.
Fuck it!
Anything else?
Little help here!
After Kieran, it's Phlebotomus's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at this horrible monster with my crossbow.
No curse, no curse, no curse, no curse.
Curse.
I saw that was next to a 20. Was it a 1?
It's a 2.
I can see the 20 from here.
Yeah, me too.
So I assume that doesn't hit.
Shite.
No.
Yeah, so with my bonus action, I'm gonna back the spear up and ram it into the tree again.
Yes, do that. Okay,
so it's
dex save.
Dex save, yes.
5.
Does not succeed. That's more like it. 7 points of fire damage. And that's gonna be all for my turn.
Okay, the fire rams into this thing, and you see the flames licking at the wounds and getting in between the crevices between the tendrils and the different parts of its body. And it is screaming and shrieking and slashing back and forth, and it's disturbing the way it hits itself on the floor and splashes. Next, Ixeldor, it's your turn.
Well, I like that one.
Let's see. I'm gonna move around it 25 feet. So,
Like that?
so one more to the right. There you go. So now I have a flanking position,
Yep.
and we'll attack it.
Okay.
Thank God. That's much better. 27 to hit.
Hits.
That was a 17-point improvement.
It takes 14 points of slashing damage and 3 points of acid damage.
20.
And with the second attack, oh wow, that's probably gonna miss with a 16.
Misses.
Okay, and then bonus action for a third attack.
Wow.
I need to stop using that die.
Hold on. It deserves it!
Expensive one too. Better, much better. 27.
Hits.
Uh, 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and there's no acid attached to that one.
Really?
Up to you. Dealer's choice.
Okay. So you've been cutting away at the base of this thing, and with one last push, you plant your feet, and you take the butt of the halberd, and you shove it into the wound and retch up, and force it over like a crowbar on a broken door. You force them to lay, and it lands not all at once. It flops down, and you guys feel the rumble all the way through the as the tendrils lay out into the water, leaving ripples all over. And it's like a woman who's fainted and her hair falls everywhere. You guys are looking at this figure that you've toppled, its body laying, its tendrils falling.
That's such a creepy looking thing.
Alright, let's burn it. Burn it.
The room blinks like a light, like. And standing at the opposite doorway to the south, it looks like a person dressed in all black, very tight.
Ass!
No.
looking over his shoulder like, "Yeah, like what you see, big boss."
No. Stop. I'm trying to create an emotion.
Right. Mood.
You see a person standing at the doorway like they're falling. And they're wearing like black leather armor, like something a thief would wear to hide in the darkness. And you were just, I mean, you're in pitch black right now, so you're seeing the dim, TV staticky looking vision of this thing. And it almost like glitches out. There's pieces of the vision missing as it looks at you and then disappears. Falls into nothing. And the room stops blinking.
Oh. Residual haunting?
Maybe something that was trapped in that, whatever that thing was.
What is it?
Religion check. Go!
What kind of check would it be to figure out what this creature is specifically? Would it be nature, arcana?
7?
Either arcana or religion.
17 on religion.
I got a natural 20 on arcana.
I got a dirty 20 for religion.
All three of you feel it in your heart what that was. You felt like your heart stopped for a minute, and then you felt it beating in your mouth.
I hate that feeling.
And you realized you sensed all of the magic in the air, like choking. All of the magic that the mythal has put into the air blinked and coughed for a bit, like you damaged the mythal itself. You think that was an illusion depicting the avatar of the mythal. It is said that some mythals have personalities or an actual being.
Oh, he was coming to check on us. Alright.
What's weird about this image is this thing didn't look good. It looked dark, like something that takes from you, something that steals from you, something that even steals your life. It looked like a being that was hiding from you, and then upon being damaged stumbled out into the light, and when it could regain its breath, disappear from you again.
Oh, we got it to tip its hand. I have a feeling. You knocked this thing clean over.
Aye?
What's on the ground over here, under the water?
Nothing, just ground.
Is it stonework?
Yeah, so now this room doesn't look like it has anything to do with Deep Shaselos. It looks like it was a room that was repurposed for the purpose of this pillar, of this coral.
Can we replace it? Can we cause some feedback?
This room has absolutely no religious markings to the Silverine at all, which is what makes it so strange.
So it's more functional than it is ceremonial.
Is there anything left of the creature's corpse? Because I'm going to try and use my flaming sphere to, like, cook it to ash.
Sure, absolutely. You do notice it almost, like, melts and drips away like flesh, but you kind of reduce it to a puddle of itself.
Like wax.
Oh, that's gross. I imagine it smells awful.
It does, and actually, now that you guys are really close to it, so I know the smell, and I don't know if you guys know it. If someone ever takes like live rock out of saltwater tank and leaves it out of the saltwater tank for too long, all the little teeny tiny microorganisms die, and it smells like death, but in a very unique way. It smells like a salty, headachy death, and that's what this whole room smells like.
Kind of like a nasty lake bed.
Yeah, it's not like the smell of a dead mouse in your house. It's like the smell of, a dead lake bed. Not quite fishy, but it just makes you...
Rotten plants.
Feels like your eyes burn, and it feels like your mouth, it goes dry from the smell.
Yeah.
What else would you like to do in this room?
Go on to the next one.
Well, I wonder if we can... Is this some sort of mechanism that ties into the mythal? Is it the room? It's very deliberately made this way.
Detect any magic in here?
Use my detect magic wand.
Sure. It was just
The coral. The coral was the magic. First, the coral was the magic, and the coral was performing magic in order to feed the mythal.
So it's not the room then.
So the coral, was it a pillar then? Yeah,
So we need to take down these things feeding the mythal before we can deal with the mythal itself.
She was running towards another room. Maybe we double back.
okay. Yeah.
Go down that hall.
That's good.
Okay. So you guys leave this room in the direction where you came. You work your way back to the forge room, the machinery room, whatever you want to call it. And then you head south through these tunnels again. And you find a doorway way past, well, still in the brick area. So you guys are in the brick area, and there's a door to the side that you guys passed. You just ran past it. It's a set of double doors if you'd like to enter.
I just had to point out how appropriate your t-shirt is for this episode. The humanoid, the typhoon.
Okay, ready?
Right. You want to check that door?
I'm gonna check it for traps. 11.
This door is covered in locks from the outside. Whatever gets put in this room is locked in. It has dead magical locks that don't work anymore, but mechanical locks, bars. This room is locked so tight.
Trapped.
It is not currently locked, but it is covered in locks that could be used.
I'm gonna listen in there to see if I can hear anything inside it.
I'll listen too.
13.
Uh, 15.
Silence.
I'm gonna open the door.
Now you step back. I'll open the door.
Okay.
I'll take the dodge action and then open the door. Let's get ready.
The room is so black, it sucks the noise out of the air. It is magical darkness, and you cannot see past it. The room has no temperature. It seems to suck any warmth you have about you.
I cast Dispel Magic. 3rd level spell.
Okay.
Choose any creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, what level is magical darkness if someone were to...
2.
Okay. You are able to dispel it. It is an empty room, maybe a 10-foot by 10-foot room. It is also 10 feet high. It looks like a prison cell. There's nothing in it, though. There's nothing. There's no toilet, there's no bed. It's just a big, empty box room. But you don't step in it yet, right?
No, I go in.
The moisture leaves your skin. You're completely dehydrated. Not immediately. You don't immediately die, but there's no more moisture left on you.
I'll take out my ever-slopping gloop clapper.
It is dry.
I'll step out of the room.
Fills back up.
Drink.
And the amount of time that is spent, the magical darkness creeps in from the walls and refills the room.
Huh.
That's a bit scary.
Well, before the darkness can return, I'll take a quick bead around with my eyes, see if I can see any traces of whatever lived in here. Markings, footprints, scratches.
Yeah, survival, please.
Guidance.
Alright. Well, I need that. Oh, good. 22.
You can tell by the use of the room that whatever would be in here would pace the walls. And then there's an indent in the very center of the room where something would sit for a long time. And now this could not be done by one thing. This would have to be done by generations of things. This room must be thousands of years old.
What the hell was put in here?
Have some sort of religious significance?
Is there any fur or scales or clippings on the floor?
No. On the inside of the door, though, now that you have pulled the door open, can I have a religion check from our paladin?
Natural 1.
I'll still tell you what's on the door. I'm not going to tell you what it means. A single raindrop.
I'm just kind of mucking it out, kind of in the room, looking
Pitch
for.
darkness.
Yeah, well, before it's totally dark. I'm just looking for hairs, claws,
Nothing.
remains, fabric,
No.
dust.
It's totally clean.
No dust even.
Oh. Well, it's been locked up. Okay, there might be some dust, but that's about it.
Feces.
No.
What in the bloody hell was in here? Step out and take a drink.
There was someone you could have asked, but you ripped her head off. I'm just teasing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't be sad. Yes, be sad. Okay. What else do you guys want to do with this room?
As I'm turning around, do I see the engraving on the door?
Yeah. Once you leave the room, yes.
Oh, what's that?
It's a teardrop.
Religion.
Isidor's a little distracted.
I go in the room. Nice, sit down.
8.
You think it's a raindrop. It's a symbol of the one drop of water that someone would miss when they were in there. You feel yourself, Ixildor, dehydrate. You feel your stomach empty.
Oi, we need you at full strength. Don't fuck about in there.
And you sit
You
down.
can ask for mercy or penitence or whatever later. Right now, it's not the time. Be a soldier. Get your head in the game. Snap 2.
Hold on. The person who is wearing all the black leather, you saw the gloves. You feel one touch your shoulder. And it leans into your ear. And with multiple voices says, "Thank you for your gift.
For your gift.
Your penitence
Your penitence
has been
has
noticed."
been noticed.
And you guys all see the entire hallway and everything blink again. And at the end of the hallway, you guys see the standing person. And then gone.
Oi.
Do I have time to get a shot off with my crossbow? Okay.
It almost looks like, well, you guys don't know what a hologram is. It looks like a hologram whenever it appears. Ixildor, you think that the corrupted version of the mythal just thanked you for feeding it.
Keep that crossbow ready just in case the thing shows up again. Just ready an attack every round.
I'm gonna ready an attack.
I'll do the same thing with my bees.
Do you think what you're doing, feeding a corrupted mythal, is good or bad?
It's not good.
Then you have a choice to make.
Ixildor, that thing is stalking us. Get out of there.
No legs are.
You feel a breeze start to try to push the door shut and blow you back to the mechanic room. You guys going to leave the room?
Yeah, drink some water, you salty bastard.
I'm gonna shut the
Pass
door.
the,
I'm
bottle
gonna
over.
try and lock it.
There are several of the locks that you can lock.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock it.
I've come to a realization being in here.
You talking to us?
Yes.
Oh. What's the realization?
This place, once holy, feeds on holy magics. I think that's why I'm feeling these bouts of anger.
Oh, I suppose that would make sense. Let's not get me sucked into one of those rooms then, shall we?
I don't know what would happen if you did.
I'll probably be drained to death.
Probably would.
Get really thirsty. This thing didn't work in there.
There's a lot of things that don't work in there. But there's one that does.
Oh, what's that?
The corrupted missile.
Oh.
What's that one's for?
Wait, did you see it in there? Because we saw it out here.
Talk to me.
Well, what did it say?
It thanked me for my penitence.
Oh.
I cannot pray in here.
If you wanted a nice, quiet, dark place, there's hallways all over the place.
Could this be one of the pillars?
The room itself might be a pillar.
I said the word wrong.
Word?
Is it penitence?
I thought so.
Penitence.
yeah.
That's how it's pronounced.
Sorry, well, I just was afraid that wasn't a real
The penitent
word.
man kneels in the face of God. The penitent man kneels in the face of God.
Okay,
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I think now is a good. Well, is there anything more you guys want to discuss?
I would like to urinate into that room.
Cheers.
Oh, it's like pissing in the wind.
So,
Suck on that, you fucking corrupted bitch!
I mean, I assume your piss carries magical energy, so you're still feeding it.
Yeah, if it drinks on piss, then that just makes it pathetic.
You're giving it power.
Well,
Piss power.
piss power.
Let's keep going, shall we?
Alright. And with that, we are going to end the episode. So, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun. You guys are amazing actors, like holy cow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, good performance.
Yeah, seriously.
That was good. That was
Yeah,
good.
that was really good.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for playing. We're gonna see you next time on Downstairs and Dragons. I'm hoping we can squeeze some more time and we'll see what happens. You guys have fun playing D&D. We will see you next time.